Hi, I'm Chuck Dorsett for Weaver Leathercraft, and this is the Leather Element. If you've got a good question for us or a good idea for a leather element, drop it in the comment box below. Now, as I'm working on projects, I'm always jotting down cool little tricks and tips, specifically for a leather element, thinking that would make a good element. Well, I've now got about 32 of these cool tricks. So what we're going to do, we're going to work these into our leather elements here in the near future. But for today, let's do 6 cool shop tricks. Going to make shop life a little bit easier. It's going to make your projects a little bit more professional, and all told, it's going to help us have a little bit better time in our shop. So let's step behind me, start with our first trick. I love our Poundo board. It's a great cutting surface. It's a rehealable material. Problem is it can slide around. So with me, I tend to butt 2 together. So therefore, I can get a good long cut. But what happens is when I'm cutting on a piece of leather, that's going to slide on me. That's very frustrating, and in fact, it may just ruin a project. So let's do this. Let's take a little duct tape, just fold it back on itself, drop that in. We don't need much. Drop that back down. Now, no problem. That's not going to move at all. I can take it off if I need to, but the more I use it, the better that's going to adhere. Another surface in my shop that I cannot live without is my punch board. This is our basic cutting board. This is going to keep me from trashing my oblongs, end punches, and round holes. But the biggest point here, I want this on my quartz. Give me a good foundation behind it. Very slippery, yet again, but also noise can be a bit of a problem. Now with that, there's not much we can do there. We're still using a mallet and a punch. But let's do this. Let's drop in a piece of scrap leather, typically a chrome. Suede works great. Let's drop that in under our punch board, press that down. Now, little to no movement. Good. We're solid, not going to be moving around. But also, it's going to help with our noise just a little bit. Scraps are one of the things I tend to accumulate because there are so many things we can do with this. Beyond the point that we bought it, we paid for it, let's use it. Paint palettes. But also, I can always test tooling designs, or antiques, or top coats, or shapes, or sizes, or even, can I go around a corner with a Mexican basket weave? Right here, let's test the design, see if it's going to work. We can use our scrap for our molds. In fact, that's for a pouch. That's nothing but leather scrap. Right here, I've got a leather base, 2 leather bands, right there a heart, and a sunrise. We've seen these in a video. But also, we can use this down to the smallest size. A little glue tab right there. Use that leather, we paid for it. Let's make sure it gets used. An assortment of inexpensive shop clips is a big help to us. Now, I say inexpensive because if we get a clip that's got too much pressure, that's going to ding our leather, whether it's wet or dry. But the inexpensive clips, not too much pressure. So therefore, with this, I've simply clipped this together long enough for my glue to set. Right here, if we're sewing, if we're hand sewing, we can clip our 2 pieces together. When we're done, that's going to look like it was die cut. We can clip patterns together to make sure all of our holes line up. And one more cool point, I tend to put a little wax thread on some of my clips. So therefore, I can hang up all manner of pattern or project that's drying. The one place in my shop where I really need some good light is my tooling and stamping surface. Now, bell lights or clamp lights, very inexpensive. I can simply add 2 posts, C-clamp or bolt those on, drop in my bell lights, and now I have ample light across my surface. Yeah, terrible camera shot, so let's turn that back off. But second point here, I'm using our tracing film to diffuse that light. That's a big help, makes it very soft, easy to see. But also, one more point here, if you're doing your product or project photography, again, diffuse that light with some of our tracing film, your project and your photography is going to look spot on professional. We all have pieces and parts of lace in our shop, the end of rolls, pieces that aren't long enough to do anything. So let's do this. Let's tie a knot on one end, run that through the holes in our pattern, and tie a slip knot on the other end. This does all kinds of things for us. First off, nothing worse than losing one piece of a pattern. That makes me nuts. But secondly, very secure, easy in, easy out. I can pop my slip knot, get in, simply tie that slip knot again. So therefore, everything is secure. Now, with a slip knot, I can hang my pattern on my shop wall. It's out of the way. It's organized. I know everything is there. And look at that. A good use for something that we would probably throw away. Well, I hope that's good information for you. I hope that helps you out in your shop, because that's the biggest point. I've got a big list of tricks and tips, and we're going to get to every one of them. Thanks for taking time to watch The Leather Element. Good luck with your projects.